It's your favorite YouTube dealer. I appreciate you guys for stopping in. I feel like the saga continues, or better yet, it just never ends. This shit is ongoing forever. But I'm here for it. I'm liking this back and forth. So Knox Hill has just dropped Sean John, a Screwface John diss. And we just reacted to Scru's response, which I'm going to be honest with you. That was legit. It kind of discredited all of Stalker. Unless Knox Hill was going to come with some stuff in this that's going to show further that what he said was the truth. So we'll have to see. It's a long track. It's 7 minutes long. So we got a lot of stuff that we're going to be diving into. I see again that he has another, is it a Bible verse they call it? The John 2:16. I assume it's for John again. So I looked it up before we even got into this, and it says, "And said unto them that sold doves, take these things hence, make not my father's house an house of merchandise." I don't necessarily know what that means, so I might be looking at the wrong thing. So you guys got to fill me in the comments and let me know. But that was what I found, and I didn't do too much research beyond that, but whew, I'm ready. By the time you guys watch this, I will be live on twitch.tv/DuaneTV. So if you guys want to come in, we'll be listening to music. We could discuss this a little bit further if you guys would like, but I wanted to get this in before I go live. So let's dive in. Let's find out. I feel like it's going to be a long weekend.
Gather round, everyone. Welcome to the YouTube Rehabilitation Center for Clout. To my left, you'll see 2 case studies.
Professor Knox, what's the big one? Mumfo? Is that like a fat Jigglypuff or something?
Now, Grizzy. We don't use the F word around here. He's just unhealthy. And Ozempic starter kit will fix him right up.
What about this one, Professor?
Oh no, don't touch him, Stacy. You might like that too much. We thought this one was of Nigerian origin, but he seems to have a confused identity.
Professor, the Jiggly...
Yo, that's wild. Hold up. It sounds like, because it's coming across like he's talking to students, right? Because they said professor. And then he says, Stacy, don't touch that one. He might like it too much. Like alluding to that whole 18 bar that he had about the underage. Yo, that's actually kind of wild. At least I think so, unless I'm looking too far into this.
This one, Professor.
Oh no, don't touch him, Stacy. You might like that too much. We thought this one was of Nigerian origin, but he seems to have a confused identity.
Professor, the Jigglypuff, he's pulling the other one's pants down.
Ah, that's just normal mating behavior for them.
Let's go.
With his mouth?
Let nature take its course, kids. Okay, don't look at that.
Oh, that's gross.
Yo, I'm
Oh
done.
my God.
I'm done.
That's not normal.
I'm done. I'm done.
Cover your eyes. You'll never be able to unsee this. Say I'm telling lies with your family of felons. Remember saying that a blind man, he wasn't blind. You ain't deny that. What about your mother? You implied that I'm racist and you misdirected statements. So you pick and choose what you rebuttal, Screw, and shift the clues.
Okay, so I like this. Right off the bat, you could tell that this is something that he wrote after Screw's last diss, because he's basically saying, listen, you getting at me for not rebuttaling certain bars and stuff like that, but you doing the same thing. You didn't rebuttal anything about your mom and the shit that she did. You didn't rebuttal me talking about you saying that a blind man wasn't blind. Like, you're picking and choosing no different than anybody else does, so who are you to point the finger?
I'm racist and you misdirected statements, so you pick and choose what you rebuttal.
Yeah, that was a wild pause, because it literally came in on him saying, I'm racist. Yo, I'm sorry, Knox, I didn't mean that.
Screw and shift the clues. Ain't it funny how that time interview was private, then you made it public right after I dropped the news? What about the rest of them reactions? You were loving him. You talked about if I was black, but I can't find the publishing. Weird. Okay, talk about reactions. Take a clip and then rehash it. Try to twist how it's been added. Check the titles. It's
Eminem or MGK, Eminem kill shot, so Eminem stuff, Eminem. Oh, the full analysis at the end of it. Okay. So this is a response to him saying that you basically study all of your reactions before you do them, and he's pointing out and saying, listen, I do that, but it's only with specific ones, and I put full analysis at the end, and it's implied that this is a reaction of a song that I know, and I'm going to break down in full for you guys, as opposed to a first reaction. So that's accurate, and like I said, it was interesting because as much as I feel like Screw's last diss was really good, and it disproved a lot of the Easy Mill thing, which is why it kind of took the steam out of Stalker, he did do the same thing that he was throwing shots at Knox for, where he said you're taking clips out of context, and then he took a clip of Cliff Beats out of context and didn't add in the end of it where he said he also does first-time reactions, but that he does, like, full breakdowns as well. Like, he told the truth that he does all of it, and he picked just that one part because it fit the narrative. And so it's like, you can't throw shots at Knox for doing that when you're also doing the same thing.
Okay, talk about reactions. Take a clip and then rehash it. Try to twist how it's been added. Check the titles. It's full analysis when it's been done before. Ain't nothing new, but why you trying to screw with that? What the fuck is up with you? Are you jealous that my breakdown's better? Just settle. Take some notes. Try to get up on my level, I know. And give H the boom. I'm glad you and Easy cool, but my source came from...
I don't know who H is.
Get up on my level, I know. And give H the boom. I'm glad you and Easy cool, but my source came from Shady. I just wonder why nobody there ever fucks with you.
So he's saying his source came from Shady. I'm assuming he means his source that told him the stuff about Easy Mill, potentially?
Blood of the Father, this blood in the water floods. Reading Dead Sea tablets on these Red Seas as I speak with Anunnaki masses. I'm Gilgamesh in this battle. It's tragic. I'm Adam, watch him unravel Babylon. It's me versus the book of...
I like that. Adam, watch him unravel. He babbles on Babylon. I'm Gilgamesh. Yo, okay, this is a nice little play on some words.
Mesh in this battle is tragic. I'm Adam, watch him unravel Babylon. It's me versus the book of John, the language of liars and false savants. But White Testament, who's better? Come Vikings, where's your coat of arms?
Hold up, he said a whole lot there. Wait.
The language of liars and false savants. But White Testament.
White Testament, who's better? Testament. Okay.
Who's better? Come Vikings.
Come Vikings. Okay.
Where's your coat of arms?
The coat of arms. That probably okay. I like that whole connection. That was a dope little sequence right there. So coat of arms, like your code that you live by, but also coat of arms as far as him always saying gun bars and shit like that.
Put me on blast, leave them hanging while you marginalize stories and lies that you never had. Your last album was sloppy.
Wait, hold up. Put me on blast.
Leave them hanging while you marginalize stories and lies that you never had. Your last album was sloppy, illiterate form of trash. All the gun...
Illiterate form of trash. I like that. All the gun bars clicking, that little mouse in your pad. So I like a lot of the wordplay that my man Knox does. I got to give him props for that. This beat is fire, though. I can't remember what the original song is, but his flow on this beat is on point.
Stories and lies that you never had. Your last album was sloppy, illiterate form of trash. All the gun bars clicking, that little mouse in your pad. Then you flipped your backpack and nerd core to get you the bag. You misplaced themes like you misplaced features. First is dirty water while you peeling off the leeches. Next you fiending with no TV, then it's Goku and Vegeta. I don't get the picture. But cast stones on this Medusa while you fictionalize African stories. You ain't Chinua, but when things fall apart, you still a grifter and a user.
Okay, Chinua is, I want to say he's an author or something like that out of Africa, maybe even Nigeria more specifically. And things always fall apart. What was it? Things fall apart. Whatever it was.
African stories. You ain't Chinua, but when things fall
apart is a book or something that he put out. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know why I know that, but I know that for some reason. So that's a dope bar. Then going back to the whole, you know, you flip to backpack and nerdcore to get you the bag. And I mean, he's done that a few different times with a few different communities.
Peeling off the leeches, next you fiending with no TV, then it's Goku and Vegeta. I don't get the picture. But cast stones on this Medusa while you fictionalize African stories. You ain't Chinua, but when things fall apart, you still a grifter and a user. Quit abusing. Heart is bruised, your deity identity of people that you use is hard to choose. All these tools that start with Scru. Like when you use some mod and told them less work. But where's the comp that you assert the construct? You build him up for a feature, so then he dug it, then you...
Oh, then you left him in the dirt. Hold up.
Let's work, but where's the comp that you assert the construct? You build him up...
The construct. Oh, like the construct, like he struck again. He did this shit again. You built him up for a feature, so he dug it, and then said he left him in the dirt. So I want to say after Samad and his back and forth, I did see a post that they were going to do a track together, which is why I never reacted to those disses, because I was a little bit late on it, and I figured if they already made up and they're going to make music together, there's no reason for me to go in and talk about them going at each other. But apparently he's saying that he just said that and kind of just left him on red, so to speak.
For a feature, so then he dug it, then you left him in the dirt. Ghosted him like everyone you ever use. A clever ruse, but now you got a real battle. A devil you never knew it's you. Don't battle me, just battle you. You see like music, don't discriminate. Everyone's amused. Pay me with a broad brush for the engagement and the views. Is it hatred that you use to inflame for what you fuse? But rap has been a voice for change and names who've been abused. It can heal and it can move, it can build, it doesn't choose.
I like how he's going into this talking about rap and stuff, but when he said fight a better battle, or whatever, it basically said that the devil that you need to fight against is you. That is the angle to take. Like if he would have, and maybe he does later on, but build into that more often, almost like a self-talk kind of, like I'm telling you right now, that's the angle that needs to be taken.
It's a clever ruse, but now you got a real battle. A devil you never knew it's you. Don't battle me, just battle you. You see, music don't discriminate. Everyone's amused. Paint me with a broad brush for the engagement and the views. Is it hatred that you use to inflame for what you fuse? But rap has been a voice for change and names who've been abused. It can heal and it can move, it can build, it doesn't choose. But your lines, they divide for the rage clicks in the news. You wanna really make a statement, then stop aiming, click and shoot for something different. Shape the game, build, obtain, inspire youth. Spread a message they can use instead of always tearing down. You can change it, you can screw it.
I do like that approach, though. He's basically saying, listen, music is such a beautiful thing. Like, music builds, it brings people together, it heals, it's therapy for people that make it, that hear it. Like, there's so many benefits and beautiful things that come with music. And I've said this in many reactions. I think music is one of the most amazing things that us as people have ever created, because it's the one thing that connects everybody. And he's basically saying that you're using music in this very divisive way. So instead of doing all these good things that come with music, you've somehow flipped it and turned it into this negativity, this space where you just divide and create rage and problems and just bad shit, right? And instead of actually using it in a way that it's meant to be used, in the way that it could be used, which is a beautiful thing. So I think that that's a great angle to take.
This is the only way you listen. Misquote me on a line I used, I apologize, and I gave the truth, I was accountable. That's your angle, Screw? Was a tone-deaf bar, not a racist view. You shaming me like I'm faking too.
I would agree, and that's what I said. He says tone-deaf bar. I said he was being ignorant, but, and no disrespect to Knox. Love that man, but, that's how I felt at the time. But I definitely never thought, oh, he's racist because he said that. I just feel like it was a very ignorant bar. He had a misstep. Everybody does once in a while in their life. Shit happens, but he apologized. He owned up to it. And again, some people look at it as like, well, he's just pandering because he got a lot of hate. But it's like, okay, so what do you want people to do? If they genuinely feel bad, like if people respond, yeah, people are giving them hate, but there's also people that are responding because it's out of hurt. And if they actually feel bad about it, are they supposed to not apologize because now it's going to look like they're faking it? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess I don't really understand. And I feel like once you get that kind of attention on something that you've done, that's what makes you reflect and look at it and realize things. And then it becomes, what step do you take as a man? Do you man up and apologize and say, I did this shit wrong? Or do you just kind of ride with it and try to hide from it? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I get that you can look at it that way, but I feel like it makes more sense to look at it like, that's just what you're supposed to do, right? Like, I just feel like as men, and not even just as men, women, as people in general, like when we make mistakes, owning it, apologizing for it, and learning from it is exactly what we're meant to do. But it's just weird that nowadays it's like anytime you do that, it's like, well, you're just doing it because people are mad. I don't know. It's just an odd way of looking at it.
Misquote me on a line I used, I apologize, and I gave the truth, I was accountable. That's your angle, Screw? Was a tone-deaf bar, not a racist view. You shaming me like I'm faking too. That was 4 years ago, why the hate so new? You knew about it then, why ain't you famous, Screw? Cause I wasn't big enough to do it. Clout chase, shit, he had a whole tape, you forgave him.
Hold up. Shit, he had a whole tape, you forgave him. Oh, this is him. Oh, this is him doing the Eminem reactions, because obviously there was that tape from back in the day where he said some wild things. And it's the same thing. I think it was ignorance. I don't think that Eminem is racist, but he's just using this as a comparison. Like, this, first of all, he said this happened 4 years ago. Why didn't you throw shots at me then? Why didn't you go at me back then? Why wasn't this a back and forth back then? Because I wasn't big enough. Now that I got 1 million subscribers, you want to take shots at me because you want to get a little bit of clout. And I get it. People are going to say, well, he doesn't need it. He's got 1 million subscribers too. But that's the thing. That growth is contagious. You want to continue to grow. He wants 2 million, 3 million. You know damn well deep down this man wants to surpass Shaq because he doesn't like No Life Shaq at all. So if he could pass him in subscribers, you know how good that would probably feel to him and the shit that he would talk about that. So of course he wants to get as much attention as he can, and he sees another person with 1 million subscribers that he can take shots at. And it makes sense. I mean, I'm not saying he doesn't genuinely feel the way he does about some of these things, but the fact that he didn't talk about it back then on track and didn't keep going at him until all this time later, it kind of tells you that there's a reason behind it. But it's also interesting that he uses the Eminem thing. Like, hey, listen, you were doing reactions to Eminem. You show love to Eminem. Even not long ago, when Easy Mill did a track with him, which you can see over here, the bottom, the second one down from the left. So that was just what, in the last year. And you know that it's been out that this man has done that. So why does he get the pass? But you know what I'm saying? Like, why have you forgave him, but you don't forgive somebody else?
Ain't it funny how you move when it gave you views? Slime shady for a boost and you take the juice, but I'm hanging on his name while you bait the viewers. Say culture vulture, I'm shady too. Same Megalon gone and you hate him too. Same Megalon church when he was flaming you. Throw the race card in, it got a gun ball with it, better come hard with it. I ain't talking 16s.
Ooh, throw the race card in it and the gun bar with it. Ooh, I like that. I like that. So this is interesting. So he's kind of taking the angle that Scru had on him, saying that every rapper that disses me just says the same shit. It's the same song over and over and over. And he's basically telling Scru, well, that's cool, but everybody you diss, you use the same angle. So instead of it being like everybody uses the same angle on Knox, it's more so that you use the same angle on me that you've used on everybody else. You just keep doing the same thing. If it's a white rapper that you're going back and forth with, you say the same culture vulture shit. So I think that's it's a good approach. It's a good little flip on the way that he kind of came at it. So I like this so far. Knox is addressing a lot of the shit that he can address, and I'm here for it.
Whole tape you forgave him. And it's funny how you move when it gave you views. Slime shady for a boost and you take the juice, but I'm hanging on his name while you bait the viewers. Say culture vulture, I'm shady too. Same Megalon gone and you hate him too. Same Megalon church when he was flaming you. Throw the race card in it, got a gun ball with it, better come hard with it. I ain't talking 16s, going come yard with it on the hunt. Y'all spinning, you just dumb. Y'all fishing, raise the pole for the streams. You ain't raising heat. Y'all fake degrees, I see failed geometry. You square up to me with them right angles. I'll die mentioning family trees. You planted that seed, I'll leave from the...
Hold up.
You square up to me with them right angles.
So I like the geometry play. Square up, right angles. I'll die mentioning dimensions.
I'll die mentioning family trees. You
it's like the dimension of the, it's my math bars, basically.
Planted that seed,
I'll really kill you, Captain Airgun. Yo. Pop up in your home, pussy. I'll greet you there. Yo, that's great.
You square up to me with them right angles. I'll die mentioning family trees. You planted that seed, I'll leave from this earth. You planted that feed, I'll bleed in the dirt. You literally said you kill me first. You a drama chase, always quick to diss and diss.
Why dissed NF on Slime Shady? Sunday School Upchurch diss, delete your YouTube. Gerber Hendricks.
KSI, then you switch positions. This your own brother if it made you richer.
This KSI and switch positions. My man DK spoke on that. I feel like he put that so beautifully well, where it's like you dissed him, then turned around and joined his contest. And yet you throw shots at other people for kind of doing similar things, but it's okay when you do it. So that double standard that he has for a lot of people that doesn't apply to him is definitely a good angle to take on him.
Drama chase, always quick to diss and this KSI, then you switch positions. This your own brother if it made you richer, but where's his features?
That's family, man.
Victor Smoke feature.
That's family, man.
Victor Metro feature.
That's family, man.
Why you using his features?
That's family, man.
Better lie, sense in his fine, sense in a crime, sense for his time. Better say face, time to pull files. Get the copyright, you copyright.
Hold up. He be throwing a lot of little shit in this. I just want to make sure I catch all of it.
You richer, but where's his features?
That's family, man.
Victor Smoke feature.
That's family, man.
Victor Metro feature.
That's family, man.
So throwing shots at the fact that he's got a brother that he's never put on a feature, apparently. I don't think he does reactions to him. Like, doesn't really seem like he does much for him. I don't know personally, so I'm going based on what I'm being told, because I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not in this diss battle, so I could care less to go and do all this, or I couldn't care less to go do all this research to find out what's, so I'm gonna believe people until it gets disproven. So that's just making sure everybody knows that's how I'm approaching it. But that's something that I've heard with DK's diss, with this diss here, where see, I didn't even know this man had a brother, to be real with you. I had no idea, but apparently he does reactions now too.
Why you using his features?
That's family, man.
Better lie, sense in his...
Better lie, sense that it's fine. Okay, license. Okay, I see. Sample clearance on Spotify. Oh, okay.
Fine, sense in a crime, sense for his time. Better say face, time to pull files. Get the copyright, you copyright. You a sloppy type, Screw, don't forget...
Son gonna die on that hill, but all right. Oh, so I think what he's trying to say is that Mumfu had said that quite a while ago, and then Screwface said that in his own diss track, like, you're gonna die on that hill. So basically he's saying he took a bar, so to speak, from his friend posting some shit on Twitter, aka Jigglypuff. Yo, that shit bodied me in the beginning. I almost forgot about that.
Better say face, time to pull files. Get the copyright, you copyright. You a sloppy type, Screw, don't forget to be you a scrub. I mean, don't forget to be you a blood. That's why you discrypt. I see the rage seeking, talking anime, but you fake screening. Came in that culture, straight gatekeeping, talking about a vulture, but that hate seeping. So you stirred the pot for no reason. Nerd.
So he basically said, yo, listen, you a blood. This must be why you discrypt. Like, yo, I like that's an interesting way of approaching it. Because, yeah, like I said, I don't know if he does this on a regular, but he said brazy instead of crazy, which, again, I already explained it. But people that tend to be blood will replace the C in certain words and say it with a B. Same as people that are crip will replace the B and say it with a C, which I don't necessarily know why it's that serious. I guess it's just a thing that people like to do.
Core been around for 35 years. You tell them how to move. You tell them what to do till they finally go on and they freeze ya. Now you the speaker for all reactors. Who's leeching?
Gohan Frieza. Ooh, another switch up.
Oh, no.
You got yourself,
Oh, I like this beat.
You got yourself a... Nah. Something special about this beat. I had to come back on this one. You ready? Oof. Dogs bark, bitches talk, you ain't a G without a rumor. I don't know, but I'm worried about this boomer. Let's talk about scheming 16s, book a flight. Let's talk about that server you deleted overnight. It's a funny...
Wait, hold up.
Bitches talk, you ain't a G without a rumor. I don't know, but I'm worried about this boomer. Let's talk about scheming 16s, book a flight. Let's talk about that server you deleted overnight.
Make sure your future marks are at least 18. That's right. Scheme said something about that quite a while ago. And so he's saying that he deleted a server overnight. See, I'm assuming he means something on Discord. I don't know. Anybody that's been in his Discord or has been there long enough would know if he deleted his old one and started a new one or if anything like that happened. But if someone knows, let me know down below in the comments.
Scheming 16s, book a flight. Let's talk about
scheming 16s. Yo, that's wild. Book a flight. Yo, hold up. Yo, this is wild.
I don't know, but I'm worried about this boomer. Let's talk about scheming 16s, book a flight. Let's talk about that server you deleted overnight. It's a funny type of man, what you do with hands. The shit we do for fame and the shit you do with fans. The shit we do for name and the shit you didn't plan. You can take it to the grave till that shit hits the fan. What type of man creeps with his friend's girl when they say they sleeping on you? New meanings for your words. We can go and ask him how you put your friends first. You just slipped and your dick went and fell inside of her. Listen.
I'm curious who he's talking about. Because I don't know if, I mean, like I said, I guess I haven't really associated with him for like 4 years now. So I guess a lot could have happened in 4 years, but I don't know if this is a thing that is like out there, if this is something he's claiming that somebody gave him information on.
Flight. Let's talk about that server you deleted overnight. It's a funny type of man, what you do with hands. The shit we do for fame and the shit you do with fans. The shit we do for name and the shit you didn't plan. You can take it to the grave till that shit hits the fan.
I'm gonna be real with you though. I'm gonna throw a little defense in his way though. The shit you do with fans. Listen, if there's a girl that was a fan of my music or my YouTube channel and she was bad and she's, you know, a little bit closer to my age. I ain't trying to deal with no young drama or nothing like that. So, you know, or she's older than me even. I'm going in. I don't know what to tell you. I'll be honest with you. I'm sorry if some people look at that a certain way. You look at it a certain way, but I'm going in. Your mom's is not safe. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now.
Funny type of man, what you do with hands. The shit we do for fame and the shit you do with fans. The shit we do for name and the shit you didn't plan. You can take it to the grave till that shit hits the fan. What type of man creeps with his friend's girl when they say they sleeping on you? New meanings for your words. We can go and ask him how you put your friends first. You just slipped and your dick went and fell inside of her. Listen. I ain't being mean with this. I'm sorry you're a piece of shit. I know you gotta feed a kid.
Yo, I like that. I ain't being mean with this. I'm sorry you're a piece of shit. Yo, I rock with that.
You're the one who heated this, and me, I'd rather plead the fifth. But I dig not even deep, and look what I found. Shit, Patreon tips in the ground. This ain't the body count I'm expecting from this fuckboy rapper. I just hope he brought protection when he says don't test him. Nah, how can you erect your home wrecking but you saw? Okay, say
so a lot of different, I don't know if you want to call them sex bars, tips.
This ain't the body
count
I'm expecting.
Rapper, you know, the W in front of it, like condom rapper.
From this fuckboy rapper, I just hope he brought protection when he says don't test him. Nah, how can you erect your home wrecking but you saw? Okay, say I got privilege, but you abuse power. Is it lust you devour? Black Harvey Weinstein with his nuts in the balance. Who you busting, you coward, throw the talent. Okay, play the race card, cop a deal for light damage. We don't need to go far to know you hate white rappers.
I think I'm gonna take a break on white rappers for a while. I stand behind you. Artemis! Yo, I miss Artemis. I wonder, hopefully she's doing good. Well, that sounds just fine to me. Nexus, I don't think she likes me. She don't like me. This shit is getting gross. Honestly, I had to lay off Kelly's videos a while back because of the topic. Yo. Yo, that's wild. That's crazy. Again, I want to say this was around the time when I think I was leaving his Discord, or it may have already happened at this point. It might have been March. I'm not really positive, though. No, it might have been a month or two after this.
Funny what's around,
because I feel like I remember him saying that. I feel like I remember him saying that in his Discord.
Cop a deal for light damage. We don't need to go far to know you hate white rappers. Ain't it funny what's around you out in Nebraska? Call me corny from the cornfields, you really harassing. I'm from PG County where the culture is proved. Take a look around, how you claim the culture is you? Damn, Daryl. I know killers and robbers, who you harming? Out on your patch with tractors and farmers, boy, you harmless. It's on your arm still. He from Lincoln getting killed in the booth. I'm John Wilkes, so can't claim Nigeria when they ain't never heard of you. You ain't no murderer, and you ain't no Europe, but just stay inside your village, boy. Fiddle with your little toys, go and raise your kid and get destroyed. Fuck being a better rapper, just go be a better man. Get a plan, sign that prenup, go and settle with your fans. Shit, still want smoke? You a bad boy, Puffy, cause I'm white and look like Bieber, dog. You still can't touch me.
Yo, that's wild. Little Puffy bar. I'm white, look like Bieber. You still can't touch me. That's crazy. I don't know what a Yoruba is, though, so someone's gonna have to fill me in on that. I'll have to Google that afterwards.
Don't fuck with me, Daryl. I ain't sharing a bomb. But if the shoe fits, it fits on this bitch wearing Jean.
Hey, I am gonna throw some defense on Sean John. I still got my Sean John coat from like over a decade. Oh, yo, like probably 15 years ago. I got one. It's in my closet still. I've worn it like once ever. It's still perfect condition. That shit fire. It don't look like this one here. It's a whole different color and style and stuff, but that shit fire. Anyways, this was a good response from him. Right? Technically, I mean, it was a response, but this is the start of round 3 for me. So Scru now got to drop again for it to be this versus whatever Scru drops. I would say that I'd probably give Scru round 2 because I do think that his diss really took the steam out of Stalker because the majority of that was about him stalking Easy Mill and him showing receipts of him talking to Easy Mill in text message. It kind of negated the whole thing because they talked about a camera and, you know, that's basically what they're going to use to shoot the music video. So it's not like it was some big surprise that he showed up for. So I don't think that it holds as much weight anymore, but I would say the first round would go to Knox. So I feel like we're 1-1 right now and we're going into round 3 and maybe 4 and 5. I don't know how long these guys plan on doing this, but I'm here for all of it. I'm going to be real with you. So right now it's 8:08. I'm already late to my live stream. So hopefully some of you guys decide to stop in. It's a good diss all around. I think that the most scathing thing probably was, I mean, he rebutted some stuff, which is good. He talked about how Scru is kind of picking and choosing what he rebuttals as well. So don't kind of point that shit out on me, basically. Some good wordplay, obviously, throughout it. Different connections and stuff using the Samad situation. Apparently he ghosted Samad. This was a good one as well. The Eminem thing, like you're dissing me for something, but yet you do reactions to Eminem, you know what I'm saying, and coddle that man, but I don't get the same treatment when I apologize for something. And in reality, what Knox said isn't even close to what M said on those tapes back in the day. But again, I'm not saying Eminem is racist. It's just, it's a good comparison. It's a good thing to bring up when you're trying to make a point, given the situation. So I think that that was great. The fake features, I think he should have went deeper in on him, like not helping out his brother, but maybe he doesn't have enough information to really go too hard on that. So he just kind of kept it as a light bar. But the family, going the family angle would have been a great approach, I think, as well. The anime angle, him just basically just my man, the gypsy rapper, like I said, just jumping between communities, going from place to place, you know, staying as long as he's welcome and then shitting on everybody on his way out or stealing some things, whatever, you know, however you want to look at it. So that was an interesting one. That was okay. The most scathing thing was probably the let's talk about scheming 16s. So he is basically saying, then he added in, what did he say? Like
Things, book a flight.
And so what he's leading to is something about Scru booking a flight for someone who was underage, whether he knew or found out after the fact, whatever the case is, and then said he deleted the server overnight. I had like a moment. My brain just like paused for a minute because I don't know if this is true. So I'm not trying to push this narrative into the world because I'm not trying to put that on somebody. It's a very serious allegation, but Scheme did mention it a long time ago. And I'm assuming that he got some of this information from Scheme, maybe from other people. And the only way to really know would be if there's people that have been in his Discord this whole time and remember a situation like this occurring and people talking about it, especially if anybody took pictures, coming forward with that would be the ultimate justification for this bar. And that shit would just be a body bag at that point. That shit would just be crazy. But I've not seen anything, so I'm not going to put that kind of energy out there necessarily. You know, the thing that he does with fans, like I said, listen, your mom's not safe. If your mom was a fan of me, I'm coming through, I'm clapping cheeks. I'm just being honest with you. I'm sorry people feel like that's a certain type of, you know, approach I should not take. If you're a mom and you're watching this, slide in my DMs. We can totally make this work. You know, that aside, he said something about creeping with his friend's girl. I mean, listen, I feel like a lot of people that have been around probably know this. I mean, I feel like it's been, well, I don't know if it's been spoken, but me and Scru, we're basically Eskimo brothers, because there was somebody that he hung out with that I went on to hang out with after. But when I went to hang out with her, we weren't friends and stuff like that. So I don't know if, like, I would assume he's not talking about that, because that was completely like, I don't know. It's just that's the first thing that came to my mind at the time. But I don't think that that's the case, because like he hung out with this person probably around the time that those I'm done with white rappers mentions came out in his Discord, which was April or something like that. And then I hung out with her when we went to High Res's show in like August or something like that. And then I ended up hanging out with her for quite a while. But at that point, we hadn't been friends for like 5-6 months. And then maybe we dated for like a year or something like that, and realized that she was a little bit extra. So that ended, and then I went on my murder spree. Which, it was a good time. Anyways, more information that is necessary. So that was the first thing that came to my mind. But in these last 4 years, I don't know what's happened. I don't know if something has came out or if he's just painting a narrative that I'm unfamiliar with, because again, I don't know everything that's happened. So we'll have to find out. If you guys know more, comment it down below. We here for this. We got another round 3 that we got to see coming from Scru. But I appreciate you guys. Take it easy. Stay safe. I'll catch you in the next one, homies.